That's just us.
Episode 1.
Episode 1.
Goofy Gals.
1. Scene 1. Take 1. Goofy Gals chat. Hello and welcome. My name is Jenna. I'm 27. This is my best friend, Michaela.
Hello.
We've known each other since, for over 20 years.
Yeah, over 20 years.
So, this is us just chatting.
Being the goofiest of gals.
The goofiest of gals.
Just chit-chatting. My name is Michaela Mansion. I'm 25 years old. Had to think there for a second. I am a registered nurse, not currently working, but I have a job in a cardiac cath lab. I'm just currently taking time off. I just had shoulder surgery almost three weeks ago, so I'm just recovering from that.
So that's why this is her idea to do a podcast, because she can't do anything right now.
Yeah.
I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I do have a home bakery. And
really great, by the way.
I make custom cookies and cakes and all that sort of fun stuff. So who knows, maybe we'll make some cookies on the pod sometime.
I'll taste test, so that way no one gets food poisoning.
Well, we'll just be silly.
We'll
make something,
A little something.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
But yeah, we've known each other for 20 years.
Yeah.
And we've pretty much been...
I mean, we didn't start off like super duper close friends,
No.
but we've been close friends though for also a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'd say we've been close friends since the end of your high school. Like close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even when we were younger, like our parents were really close friends. So we'd go on like camping trips together. And we definitely had a fun time.
Yeah. She has a boat. She drives a boat. She's captain of her own boat.
Captain of my own boat. Well, we may take a season off. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. We were thinking about that too.
Because of the waves. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. But the waves might not feel great.
Yeah.
So.
I still got at least, 4 months till you'd even bring the boat out?
Yeah.
Because usually it's not till April? Or
yeah,
May?
so we'll see. At 4 months, I'll be allowed to start wearing lead again.
So
maybe.
Lead, waves.
Wait, I don't know.
Or do we on the boat just take it slow? Like, don't even speed. Just drive out
leisure.
there.
We could just do a bunch of leisure stuff.
Yeah.
But the nice part is when you get hot, you go fast and it cools you down.
Breeze, yeah.
And then I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We're gonna play it by ear. It's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great summer. It's gonna be fabulous.
I mean, we could force Blake to drive.
Ooh, yeah, that's an idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
It might force him to learn. He has to get his license though.
Yeah.
Put my foot down on that one.
Yeah, for sure.
So, although a lot of people drive boats without license.
Which is dangerous. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I mean, there's a certain age where you're grandfathered in, but everyone should take a class or get your license. My grandpa made me get my license. I mean, legally I have to have it.
Yeah.
But still, there's just tons of people who don't realize that they legally have to have one, and they'll just buy a boat and drive, and it's so blatantly obvious that you have no idea what you're doing. I'm like, good sir, I am pulling people behind my boat. I need you to pay attention.
Yeah. Stay away.
Stay away. Boat safety is very important. Very, very important.
Very important.
Oh, you still have your little cough?
Ever slightly, yeah.
Man, that Ohio State game really...
November 11th. Literally, it's been since then.
Dude.
But now it's pretty much gone.
Yeah.
It's every now and then. I laugh too hard. So maybe later I'll be yakking.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Is it yakking or hacking?
Either.
Oh, okay.
Could be either.
I like a yak.
Yeah, it's the animal.
I think I've always said
maybe
hack.
in the edit when I say yak, I'll put a yak on my face. Yeah.
Or you could use the Weird Al Yankovic after the Amish Paradise. He does yak really loud.
He does.
And I don't know, it just made me think of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Of course, in our first podcast, you mentioned Weird Al Yankovic.
Oh, I love
We're goofy gals!
We're the goofiest of gals.
The goofiest of gals! Oh my god.
Weird Al is my fave. And it drives everyone nuts. But it's okay. Because I'm someone who will actually listen to it in a car ride.
Sure.
And fully jam out.
I mean, we both grew up with it, so.
And I don't even know
that.
some of the original songs. All I know is Weird Al's version.
True.
Yeah.
True facts.
I'm just like, well. So when I hear it, I'm like, oh, it's Weird Al. And then I'm like, those aren't the words. But I'm like, oh, those are the actual original words.
Yeah. I do that with some. It was a. John Williams, the composer for like Star Wars, Jurassic Park, a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody made an edit where it was a bunch of that music, but then it was talking the Star Wars story over top. So now sometimes I hear one of the songs, I'm like, oh, this is from Star Wars, but really it's like Jurassic Park or something completely else.
Oh.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot.
Okay.
Which is fine.
Wow.
It's weird, yeah.
Yeah, that is weird.
That's a weird thing.
It's a strange thing.
Yeah. Just correlated now.
Mm-hmm.
Just the wrong
well, that's my thing with Bridgerton, is how they have, like, all, like, current music.
Yeah.
But it's all violin, and I was like, that definitely wasn't made at the time that this is placed.
Correct.
But it's so fun that they, like, sprinkle her in there.
Man, I wish I had watched it recently to have it more in my head.
Yeah, I forgot that you watched it. You watched it a while ago.
When it came out.
Yeah.
Because it's older now.
Oh, is it older?
Well, not old. It was a few years ago, though.
Well,
I'll look it up.
Since I've been at home in recovery,
that's true.
I've watched Avatar 2 12 times, and Blake encouraged me to find a TV show.
What did you start watching? Well,
then I started,
this, yes.
Yeah, and then I started watching Bridgerton. But then I also, like, found myself watching, like, stuff that I don't typically watch. I also watched Midsummer, or Somewhere.
Yeah, Midsummer.
Yeah, okay. And it was...
not what you expected.
No, but...
How'd you feel about that one?
There were definitely scenes where I was cringed out.
Yeah. Well, the topic of Midsummer is definitely, like, relationship grief.
Yes. So... like, what, like, her with her boyfriend who doesn't seem to really care.
Yeah.
That kind of,
her personal growth, that movie is, like, basically a whole...
oh, for sure.
A metaphor for it.
Well, because if she definitely started off, like, and everything was her fault, even if it was so flat out his fault.
Yeah.
It was her fault, which, like, annoyed me. But I was like, poor thing. She definitely has a lot of issues having, like, the sister that she had and... yeah, the whole situation. So, like, it makes sense. But yeah, that was a lot. And then at the end, when she, like, decided her decision, I was like, oh, shoot.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, go girl. Go girl. But also, like,
do what you gotta do.
All right.
Yeah. But Bridgerton came out in 2020.
Did it
so
really?
The first season came out in 2020, yeah.
Because you watched it in the apartment.
Yeah.
I remember us talking about it, and I was like, yeah, no. Well, because I never like to get into shows because if I have no self-control, as we all know.
Yeah.
But now, I'm not working at the current moment, so...
sure.
I've just been strictly able to watch TV.
Yeah. So you haven't started the Avatar series, though?
No.
The books.
No.
Book, I recommend.
I know. But I did get to a certain point where I had read the first, like, 7 pages 8 times, and I could not comprehend what I was reading.
That's okay.
And then I tried again, and I actually took it all in.
Okay.
So I fully
started it.
I've started it.
Okay.
I'm 8 pages in, and I finally understood what it was saying.
Okay, good.
So the dyslexia was strong.
Oh, God.
And I kept reading it, and I was like, I have no idea what I just read. Like, I would get 8 pages in, because, like, sometimes I'll read a book, and, like, I don't fully understand.
And then you have to go back.
Well, it's not even necessarily that, but, like, if I, like, stumble through enough, I get the main concept.
Sure.
But I might not understand, like, little details, but I can understand the main concept and the main story until, like, it gets me, and then I'm better at it.
Yeah.
But, like, this one I kept going. I got through, like, the whole first chapter, and I was like, yeah, not a clue. Not even a grand concept of what's happening.
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't be able to follow.
So, I have started it, like, 5 times, but I finally have gotten, like, to the first chapter, have gotten there.
Cool.
So.
It's really good. I finished the 3rd book
yesterday. Man, you're on a roll.
Yeah. Though, I found out, so.
You've been reading a book a week.
Yeah, for the past 3 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, because of
Crazy.
every time I'm like, oh, search your date check off. You're like, oh, hey, I finished a book. Oh, hey, I finished a book.
Yeah, seriously. Well, I don't know. I haven't really read, but then they kept coming up on my TikTok, and I'm like, I think I would like it.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it was smut going into it. I
Yeah.
thought that's why I was reading it. And it's not. The third book, basically just war. Not really a spoiler, but it's so political in that world,
mm-hmm.
but it's so good.
It was still really good.
Oh my gosh. Like, there's still definitely that sexual tension, like, throughout, but it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, there's smut. It's not that.
Dude, I told you about, I, like, tried, my friend was like, this is a spicy book, it'll be really good. And I was like, okay, let me try a spicy book. And it was, even reading it was too much for me. I was like, this makes me uncomfortable.
Which you're the other end of the spectrum who can't handle it.
I know. I don't know why. It's literally, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone else like me.
Well,
it's a problem.
You're you.
Special, that is. Full show.
But,
show.
But yeah, I did find out that there's one more book after the third one, The Court of Frost and Starlight. But then the next one that came out, which is super recent, Silver Flames, it's not the same point of view as all the other ones. It's a different character.
That's weird.
Still in the same universe
mm-hmm.
and all that. And still, like, very close to the other characters. But now I'm just like, do I read it? So I'm battling with that.
I think if you liked them all, I feel like you would like that one.
I think I would too, but it's like you like the first three because of the story.
Well, maybe the story is still do you know what character?
I do, but I won't. I want you to read them.
Fair enough.
Forcing them down your throat.
Okay.
Because they're really freaking good.
All right, well.
And I haven't read a back, and I also just smacked the mic so many times.
Ear warning.
I haven't read a book in forever. Seriously, like, I could not tell you the last time I read a book. Like, and now I've read 3. Like,
was the last one you read, was it Midnight with Twilight? The Twilight?
I didn't even end up finishing that.
Really?
No, because it's the same story.
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to read something that especially something that big.
Yeah.
That you've already read and watched.
Yeah.
Like, it's difficult for me. Like, I can't reread books. But I randomly will get, like, in big reading kicks where I'll, like, read like you, or I'll, like, read, like, a book a week.
Yeah.
And then it just, like, done. And then I'm like, wow, reading sounds like such the chore and such the job and something I don't want to partake in.
Very true. Which I do like that I'm reading them on my phone because, like,
it helps.
I don't have to pick up a book. I can be on my phone and think about it for 5 minutes, read a little, and then go to TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also easier because of, like, at least me personally, at night, it's, like, so difficult to read an actual book.
Yeah.
Like, if you have, like, it's on, like, a Kindle or an iPad or something.
You have the brightness from
so it's a lot easier. Because I can, like, literally lay on my side and read.
It's there.
And it's
You don't need a lamp.
You don't need a lamp. You don't need 2 hands. You don't accidentally drop it on, like, your face. You can, like, turn on
sometimes you do that with a phone.
That is, I've done that. You right? And it is a lot more painful, I feel like, when it's your phone.
Yeah.
It's always when the corner, like, gets your lip. And you're like, that was a good one.
Yeah. So true.
Like, contact has been made.
Yeah.
Facial hair. I want to talk about.
Okay, let's talk about facial hair. In men or women?
Honestly, either. But for me specifically, men.
Yeah.
Because I cannot stand it at all.
Yeah.
Not like, I think it's like not unappealing to look at, but like when someone goes to kiss you and it pokes you and it stabs you, or it doesn't vibe well, or then they like rub their face against yours and it's scratchy and I just want to punch them in the face. Do you get that sensation ever? Because of,
I think that was a door. I think that was Pandora.
Oh. Pandora.
That
really?
was terrifying.
No.
Side note.
Yes.
I was on TikTok last night with my new headphones, my Beats headphones, and a video that's like 2D, 3D, and 8D is what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's the surround sound or whatever. And I'm like listening to it, and all of a sudden it's like right here, a huge knock. And I like flipped my headphones off because I thought it was real. I thought someone knocked on our bedroom window. My heart was racing.
That would have been horrifying.
Oh my gosh.
That's insane. How did they do that?
It's something with sound engineering and like how
I would not do well with that.
I don't know. It was awful.
I would not do well.
Maybe that'll be a segment. I'll pull it up and...
Yeah. And we just react.
But anyway, because that scared me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind facial hair. Like
it never, did it ever, dry out your face or your skin or anything?
Not really. Like, when he shaves, because my husband has a full beard, for a reference of who we're talking about.
My fiance likes to try to have facial hair, but then he does not get kissed often when he has his facial hair.
I don't know. Like, when Adam shaves and it's fresh shave, it's spiky. Like, it is pokey, but it never really bothers me.
I feel like even when, Blake's, grows out, it still stabs me.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always liked facial hair, though.
See, yeah, I don't mind. I don't like mustaches. I can't get behind the mustache. There's not a single guy I've ever seen where I'm like, wow.
Even,
looks great with a mustache.
The vintage fashion,
no.
Because mustaches were so common in, the 30s.
Yeah, I wasn't alive then.
I know, but, when you see images.
I never think, wow, that's a hot-looking man right there.
That's fair.
Yeah. See, everyone in Bridgerton is, clean shaven.
Well, because that's, the 1800s.
That's fair.
Even further back, actually.
That's fair. But it's very nice. I like a smooth face. Blake, I feel like, is handsome either way, but I feel like he looks more handsome with a clean shaven face.
And that's okay to be your opinion.
I feel like it should be everyone's opinion.
I mean, he doesn't look bad clean shaven. He doesn't look bad with a mustache.
This is true.
I think he's a person that...
he looks bad with just the mustache.
See, I think he's a person that can rock one, though. He's got... he's got a more petite face, a slimmer face.
Yeah.
And his hair is so dark, it works. If his hair was blonde guys can't just have a mustache.
That's fair.
Unless it's, full and bushy and
then
super long.
Yeah, then it looks kind of odd.
It looks bad.
If
you're blonde and you have a mustache, check yourself.
Well, it's like peach fuzz gone wild.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. Obviously blonde could do the full beard because it gets darker and it's all connected.
Yes, yeah.
But just the mustache, I think you have to have dark hair for.
Especially when it's someone who's blonde trying to have somewhat of a mustache, but then you can only see it in certain light where glistens.
Prepubescent type boy.
Yeah. My brother, he holds on to every hair that he can get, and I'm just like, bud, if you don't have it, you gotta trim them.
Yeah.
You gotta cut it.
Stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's fair.
I mean, Adam's beard fits him. I wouldn't want him to be clean shaven.
It does. I mean, I definitely have known Adam mainly with facial hair, and I'm like, oh, wow, you're clean shaven. It does. It's something I'm like, oh, I'm just not used to it. He doesn't look bad.
Yeah,
it's not something I'm, used to, and then I'm always like, oh, look at that.
When he trims it really, almost 5 o'clock shadow length, I think that's as far as he should go.
That's fair.
He's only clean shaven, a couple times since we've been together.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Blake wants to have facial hair for our wedding, and I'm just absolutely not going to have it.
See, yeah.
Because of then, worst case scenario, for our, kiss, it pokes me, and it's not a great kiss because I just get mad because I've been poked by facial hair.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you need to defend.
It's a sensory thing
that,
for me.
Yeah.
It just...
That's okay. You get overwhelmed easily.
You're
a sensitive girly.
I'm a sensitive girly. Hate towels.
Yeah.
Don't know why. I like to take them, to the pool and to, the lake for, sun tanning.
Sure.
But I will not lay on them if I'm actually wet.
Sure.
Because then my towel is wet. And then that just ruins my entire time.
Yeah.
And then I don't like the feeling of having a wet towel around me because then it's cold.
Yeah.
And then if you try to dry off with a towel, you never actually get dry.
You don't.
And then your skin just is sticky. It's too much.
Can't relate.
Hate it. Also, now that we're on sensory stuff, sunscreen on beaches. The first application's fine. The second application, I don't want to put on a sugar scrub. That is not what I'm about.
Yeah.
And the sand be blowing, and it just be... It's too much. Or like when people put sunscreen just on wet skin.
That's a lot.
Don't know how people do that.
Yeah.
Nor do I like to really be touched. Like, if I'm submerged in water and touched, fine. If I'm out of water and touched by someone wet, not cool.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah. See, my only sensory thing with water that I've ever noticed is, like, if Adam showers first and the shower is wet when I want to shower, that bugs me.
Yeah.
And it's like the shower's supposed to be wet, but it's like it's wet and cold and gross.
That
was his shower residue.
That's fair.
Like,
that's a fair thing. See, that doesn't really bother me too much.
Yeah.
But it blows my mind. Blake is a type of guy who will take a shower, grab a towel, dry off, still in the shower, step out of the shower, not open any doors, not get any air circulation, and just get dressed.
That's crazy. He gets dressed in the bathroom?
Yes. Without opening the door to get airflow or anything. I'm like, you are a sticky, steamy mess. That is disgusting.
That's so weird.
I don't know how because of like, putting on underwear after a shower, unless you're full, it's a nightmare. Or a sports bra.
Oh my god, don't even talk about that.
Oh my, it's like traumatic. Because of like, you have to get your arms to contort in ways you didn't know could just to reach that back portion of try because it bundles up because you're sticky, because you're steamy.
Wet.
It's too much. Oh, man.
It's Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
It is 2024.
Lovely new year.
An even year, which is nice.
Yeah.
Like even numbers.
Like even at numbers. I like that 24 is my wedding year.
Yes.
Did that intentionally because of 2 + 2 is 4 and 4 is 4.
Yeah.
My lucky number's 4.
We like 4.
We're big fans of 4. I was really convinced for the longest time that me and Harry Styles were going to be meant to be because of my math equation.
Of course.
That circles around the number 4.
Sure.
Would you like to hear it?
Yes, sure. Absolutely. Of course.
So I think I came up with this. I discovered it in 8th grade science. I was chilling there, bored out of my mind.
Of course.
And I was just curious because I was like, me and Harry Styles were meant to be. It's going to happen.
Totally.
I know it.
Of course.
And I was like, but how much older is he than me? Harry Styles is 4 years, 4 months, and 4 days older than me. Coincidence?
I think not.
I don't think so. And not only is 3 the universal, like, lucky number, or it was at the time when I made my math equation.
Sure.
Plus 7. Wait, I'm losing it. Hold on.
4 plus 3 is 7.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Which is Harry Styles' lucky number.
So amazing.
It's been a long time since I pulled that out of my back pocket.
That's okay.
But yeah, that's how it goes.
Wow.
That's how the story goes. That's how me and Harry Styles are meant to be.
I love that for you.
Yeah, but I think I've accepted it now. That it's not going to happen.
I mean, Blake's a good guy.
Blake's a great guy.
You should be happy.
Blake's the best. He is the best.
Yeah.
But still, marriage is scary.
Yeah. You know.
You know. But you do it so well.
Yeah, we're doing our best, for sure.
Yeah.
We've been Christmas Eve was a year and a half.
That's wild.
To the date.
It's already a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's just crazy. So we're we're in the second half of our second year. It's just crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
I don't know.
Look at you.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that he didn't know what Windex is still a problem, but it's fine.
Yeah. What? I feel like that's just a guy thing. Because even like Blake.
It's whack, though.
Blake will be like, where's a pen? I'm like, you live in this household too, sir. What do you mean, where's a pen? Where do we keep our pens?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I have to walk him
Critically
through it.
think.
Critically think.
Just do it yourself.
Or like, I'll be like, can you help me clean? And he's like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, great, awesome. But he might as well not help me at all because of every single thing he picks up, he goes, where's this go? Where's this go? Where's this go? I'm like, let's critical think here.
Look with your eyes.
Where does this go? And I'll be like, a candle. A candle that's not being used. Where do I put all my candles? Here. Well, let's put it there then. Like, he knows. He just doesn't want to try.
Yeah.
I'm like, sir, I cannot stand you. Or, when he does the dishes, it's too much. He'll do the dishes, and like, he'll put them away, but he puts them away so sloppy, like, especially like pots and pans. Like, he won't just stack them.
You have to stack them correctly.
You have to take them out, and you have to put them back the way that they're supposed to go. You can't just throw them in there.
Yeah.
Because that is pointless.
Yeah.
And it totally messes up the whole organization. And I always find out that he's done this because I open up the cabinet and everything comes falling out. And I'm like, wow, this could have been easily avoided.
Yeah.
If we would take the time. But cannot do such a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he does the same thing with Tupperware. He'll just put it anywhere. And I'm like, you know how many times I have taken the time to reorganize this because if you just throw it up there, just stack.
I don't get that. Hard. I can't understand it. Like, sometimes, yeah, I'm lazy about some things. But, like, when you're putting away clean dishes, just put them away properly because it's just going to make more of a mess and a hassle to cook and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, Blake, before I have I've since corrected this issue that we had.
Good.
Blake would just run a dishwasher and then, like, use the dishes out of the dishwasher, but not take all of them out and then continue to put dirty dishes in it just to rerun it while they're still
clean dishes.
He just didn't want to take them all. I'm like, this is insanity, my friend.
That's so.
It's chaotic.
That's so bad.
It was so chaotic and it was so much, and I'm like, I don't know what's clean, what's dirty. This is not how we're gonna function.
No,
I felt like I had a child.
Cabinets.
Yes.
Did he do that in the apartment or the house, or when did
he did that? Yeah, he did that in the apartment.
Okay,
and then
gotcha.
When we moved to the house, I felt like I was a mom, and I got one of those magnets that says clean and dirty.
Nice.
And I'm like,
sometimes you gotta treat him like that. It's okay,
dude. It's too much. And he's also the kind of guy who will be like, oh, I need this shirt clean, and he'll just throw that shirt in the washer and act like he's doing a whole load. And I'm like, grab some other clothes. Also, this man does not sort his clothing by color.
Sure.
And that drives me nuts because I don't know, I was raised like that. So I'm like, I have my darks, my whites, and my reds and pinks and everything.
And that is the way to do laundry properly. Do we do that? Not as much.
How do you not?
It's a bad thing because my apron that I use for all of the Christmas cookies that had, food dye all over it, somebody put that in the washer and then put one of the new light blue t-shirts.
No.
It is splatted with pink. It is.
Is it like a cute tie-dye?
It's mostly the tummy area.
Oh, well, we don't love that.
So it's not, and the back. So it's like,
oh,
yeah. So maybe if I tie-dyed it now, it could be fun.
Oh, yeah, there you go. That's an idea.
Yeah, I could definitely fix it to where it's wearable, but, like, it was one of the prototype ones.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, I know I didn't do that.
Yeah. That was not me.
Yeah. It's like, at least when I'm baking and stuff, those aprons need to be washed by themselves. Like, they get stuff all over them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially Christmas cookies. That was red, green, white. Like,
yeah. Well, another thing that Blake does that drives me nuts, and with laundry, is Bugsy. I have a pug who literally, it's a behavioral thing. I have another dog, and he likes to mask her scents, so that way I prefer him over her.
Sure.
And so he pees on anything that she touches. So he wears diapers, reusable ones that I wash all the time, and they have Velcro. And Blake will just throw those in with clothes. Like, I don't mind if it's his clothes, like, whatever. If that's the kind of hill you want to die on, that's disgusting and gross. But he's stopped doing that, and he'll at least wash them by himself.
Good.
But then he'll put them in the dryer and not take them fully out of the dryer, but then he'll, just use them just out of the dryer. I don't know what this dude's issue with putting things away is. Because the drawer that they go in is right next to the dryer.
So it's not far. It's not like you gotta take them all the way upstairs.
He doesn't even have to take a step. He can reach both things from where he's standing.
Yeah.
But then he'll put other things in there, like in the dryer. I'm like, cool, they're clean, whatever. But there's Velcro. And it drives me insane. Because if he'll put, my stuff or something in there, and then it snags it all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude.
Especially if you put a sweater in there.
Yes. But I have, had conversations with him enough about it that he usually does a good job to make sure it's not my clothes going in there. Good. But he'll still do it with his stuff. And then his socks get all snagged. And he's like, I don't know why my socks look like this. And I'm like, I could tell you why.
Literally, Velcro.
I'm like, you're so... Well, and then also because he does that, it gets stuff stuck in the Velcro. And then the Velcro on the diapers don't work that well.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're all around driving me insane a little bit.
Along with the new year, did you make any resolutions?
My usual resolutions, like, to get in shape and do better for myself, and I can't do much.
You can't do much right now.
Like, I mean, I could go on walks and stuff, but usually, like, if I'm up a lot, I don't know why. I think it's just gravity. Like, when I'm actually, like, standing, it pulls on my shoulder, and then I get, like, nauseous. So I don't know how well I do with, like, an actual walk. But it might not be bad.
Well, it's also cold.
It's cold. Yeah, I know. It's like, I'm like, well, and if I go to a gym, I mean, I could go to a gym and just walk, but then I would have to walk on a treadmill, and then if something were to happen, I had an accident and then fell on a treadmill, that would be bad.
That would be really bad, and we need you to heal.
So, like, I just feel like, I don't know what all I can do. I mean, I'm doing, like, my physical therapy exercises, which are difficult, but they're not going to get me in great shape.
Sure.
But I could probably do some stuff. I just need to figure out what I can do, but I have to do stuff that's not going to be, like, risky, like, of me falling or anything like that. So I have to figure that out. But I could definitely work on eating better, so maybe that, but I can't really cook for myself right now.
Right.
So
I took a first step towards eating better, because, you know, that's on everyone's resolution.
Everyone wants to eat better, yeah.
You know, but today I prepped some overnight oats.
Nice.
Had some berries. Actually used them. They're not going to go bad in the fridge. Proud of that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like my biggest downfall. Every time I buy berries, I'm always like, and then they get mold, I swear, within like 4 days.
They really do.
And
it's insane.
Like any kind of, like, because of, like, I'll eat it. It's not that I won't eat it, but then I've had food poisoning one too many times.
Yeah.
I've only had it once, but that was too many times.
Too many times. One too many times.
Yeah. And so now I'm like, anything that I, like, eat, I'm just, like, weird about it. I'm like, that doesn't look right, I ain't gonna eat it.
Yeah. That's how I'm with most fruits, like, for sure. Even, like, vegetables, like zucchini in the fridge, like, it lasts a little while, but as soon as it starts getting ever so slightly wrinkly or just weird looking, I'm like, I'm not gonna eat that. The Adam will still cook it. He'll be fine.
See, I'm okay if it's something that I'm gonna be cooking. Now, if I like a bell pepper, if I'm going to cook it, like, I don't care if it's a little wrinkly. Now, if it's, like, really soft, I'm not doing it. But, like, if I'm, like, going to cook it, I don't care because I won't feel it. But if I could not eat a raw one with wrinkles, it would not vibe with me well. Yeah. I would be like, can't do it.
I mean, especially with fruit, because you really don't cook fruit. Like, as soon as it gets soft.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, and then it's like, I know, like, my grandma, like, she used to always pick around, like, the molded fruit and still eat it.
Oh.
Like, as long as there's not mold on the fruit, it's fine.
Sure.
But I'm like, that still does not make me feel comfy inside.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I don't do it either.
That's why, like, because we went grocery shopping yesterday for the first grocery shop of the year, and we bought a bunch of healthy food. I got blueberries, blackberries, raspberries.
Oh, I love blackberries. Raspberries taste like roses to me. Unpopular.
Too floral for you.
They're like, they literally, if you smell a rose and then eat a raspberry, I feel like it's how you would imagine a rose would taste.
Sure. Maybe you're correlating the color.
I don't think so, because if I, like there's...
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. Not all roses are red.
That's true.
But, no, there's, like, been... I don't remember when, I think I was in, like, middle school. It was, like, this epiphany of mine. I ate a raspberry, and I was like, that tastes like a rose. And now I can't eat that. Like, I mean, I can't.
Is that why you don't like the raspberry ice cream? Besides the chocolate part?
No, I love raspberry ice cream. Because of
it's just
raspberry flavored stuff does not taste like it. It's just like, just like fresh raspberries. They taste like roses. You should go try one and tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I ate some just a little bit ago.
But you weren't thinking it.
Yeah, but
if you're
what if it ruins raspberries for me?
It did for my dad, so don't do that.
So maybe I don't do that.
Don't do that.
I'll take your word for it.
Fair enough.
But no, I meant to prep them last night, so I had breakfast today and did the whole thing. But yesterday, as soon as we were done grocery shopping, I'm like, I don't really care about doing any resolutions. I'm done.
I mean, honestly,
the amount of effort to go to the grocery store and spend that much money on healthy food.
Well, that's the whole thing too. Is like, okay, cool. I would love to eat healthy, but it's so expensive and stuff goes bad so fast.
Yeah.
Like when I can just get like 20 packs of ramen for $20,
Seriously.
and man, 20 days of food.
Even cheaper than that.
Even cheaper than that.
Ramen.
And I'm like, Boom.
You can get 12 packs for like
Meals.
$3.
I'm telling you.
It's crazy.
It is. And I'm like, see, look at that. And now I'm full. It tastes good. Might not be great for me.
Not
but,
great. Definitely not with the sodium packets.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Oh my god. No, we eat ramen a lot, but we always, we'll usually buy pork to cook, put in the ramen.
Oh, that's smart.
And then mixed veggie, like
you
a
doctor
frozen,
it up.
Yeah. Mixed veggies, he cooks in the water that boils, and then adds the noodles to that, so it makes a broth.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's definitely doctored up.
I don't put in my packet, like the one that it comes with anymore. I put my own stuff. But I like to put soy sauce in my water that I boil. Yeah. And it makes the noodles just
better, for sure.
So good.
It's the light sodium, but it's soy sauce, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then, but we do still buy little mini dumpling, like wonton things, and cook them with it.
But that's good. Have you ever had soup dumplings? I see them all over, like, TikTok and stuff, and most people burn the crap out of their mouths because if they don't,
realize. Let me Google what it is, and I'll be able to tell you.
And I'm just like, they look so good, and I want to try them so bad, but I'm also scared I'm going to burn the crap in my mouth, and I'm also scared that I have this huge, great idea about them, and they're not going to live up to my expectations.
When you Google soup dumplings, it's mostly just normal dumplings.
But it actually has, a soup in it. Okay. So you're supposed to, bite it, put the soup out into, the spoon, and then eat your dumpling and then drink your soup.
Gotcha.
Or you can eat it all at once, but usually because of it's, a liquid in its soup, it's, boiling. And people always burn the crap out of their mouths. And I'm always like, well, I feel like we should have thought this through.
I am realizing now how excited I am for the Chinese food we're about to eat later.
Dude.
Because it's JY Bamboo and their dumplings.
Oh, they have good dumplings.
They're so good. Man.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Chicken lo mein is my go-to. If I'm getting, just a dish. If I'm just getting chicken, I love orange chicken. Or bourbon chicken.
See, some orange chicken tastes too orange for me.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta tell you what I made for dinner last night.
Okay.
Chicken breasts stuffed with brie cheese.
Oh.
Wrapped.
I'm done. I already won.
Wrapped with prosciutto, but then covered with orange marmalade. It was really, really good.
All right.
The orange came through, but not too much.
Okay.
Next time I make it, though, I will put more brie because it did kind of spill out. But
that sounds really good.
It was such a random recipe I saw on Pinterest. I'm like, well, we have brie to eat.
So winner.
Yeah, but thinking of orange chicken reminded me of that.
We got Chinese food not too long ago, and my dad ordered it for me and Blake because we were over at their house.
Sure.
And Blake, he's been wanting to always get his General Tso's with extra spice because of it's the normal's just not spicy enough for him. So my dad,
oh no,
Blake does not know this, so he may find out. But so my dad,
how we torture our husbands.
Yeah, my dad ordered General Tso's for him and ordered it extra spicy. But before he brought it down to Blake, he put Reaper flakes on it. And Blake took one bite, and he...
Did he throw up?
No, he didn't throw up, but he immediately, he started coughing. He was like, my throat's closing up. I can't eat this. It's never been this hot. He was baffled.
Oh my god.
And he goes, I hate to be that person, but I need to take this back up. I will never order extra spicy again. This is insane. He was going on and on and on. And he was like, I feel really bad because your dad ordered it. And my dad came down and he played dumb.
Of course.
And he was like, I'm sorry, I ordered it yes, I just asked for extra spice. He goes, it's not your fault. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was going to get this hot.
So he just didn't eat?
So, no, he took it back up, and the restaurant was kind enough to give him some.
Oh my gosh! That's so bad. That's cheating the restaurant right there.
I know, I was like, oh.
Gray area on the morals there.
Well, I'm like.
But funny prank.
I know, but poor Blake, he has no idea. And then I didn't know until after after Blake left, my dad was like, I didn't think I made it that hot. I feel bad, but I did put some Reaper flakes.
I love that Mark did that. Oh my god, that's so funny.
I was like, bad. It's awful, but yeah.
That makes me want to, like, do something like that to Adam, because since he loves spice,
Right.
like, how much would he notice? Like, if we really doctored it up that much.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it was too
That's
funny.
so funny.
Although I did feel bad. I was like, Blake just took it back. Blake took it back up, got new stuff. I was like, oh, yikers. But,
Well.
yeah. Blake had no idea.
That's really funny.
But.
Oh, man.
We have a really good Chinese place by our house that we like a lot, and it gives, like, huge portions, and it's not that expensive, which I feel like you just don't really get that much because everywhere is expensive nowadays.
Yeah.
I feel like even McDonald's is expensive.
It is. The last time me and Adam, like, every time me and Adam will get, like, a lunch together, nowhere, like, we always hit, like, the $25 mark, just for 2 people.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like, 2 meals with drinks, sides, whatever, but still, like...
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
It is crazy. Like, yesterday, I have, like, it down to a science where I can get, like double dressed as a Big Mac, so I get, like, the vibe of a Big Mac, but it's not as expensive as a Big Mac. And then I get, like, a medium fry. And that's the only two things I got, and it was still like $7, which I just feel like when I was in high school, it was not.
It wasn't
that. It was like
the prices
$4.
have definitely gone up since we were in high school.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's been a while since high school.
But I was like, that's what I would always get after like a game or a practice.
Sure.
I'd be like, McDouble dressed as a Big Mac, please. So good.
I've never heard of people doing that.
Oh, it's so good because if they don't really upcharge for it, like, but you know, a Big Mac is a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
Than a McDouble.
Like, I'm pretty sure a Big Mac meal, at least last I saw, was like $9.99 or something.
Yeah, I got a McDouble dressed as one for $3.
Yeah. That's whack. Ugh. But McDonald's is on our no-fly list right now. I made a approved restaurants.
Oh.
Like fast food type.
Yeah.
And so right now on it, which it can always expand, I don't really care, but like tropical smoothie, because we can get 2 smoothies and 2 like breakfast items for $15.
And those smoothies will fill you up if you get the right stuff in it.
They will. And then Chipotle's on there.
Oh, gotta have Chipotle.
Of course. Which we went yesterday for lunch, and they were out of steak completely.
I went there one time and they were out of sour cream.
Like, how are you out of stuff?
Well,
is it just in the freezer? Like, are you just not thawing?
The most bizarre thing I've ever experienced in my entire life is when I went to Arby's and they were out of roast beef. And I'm like,
that's uncalled for.
You literally say we have the meats, but you don't.
Wow. And then, okay, so Chipotle, tropical smoothie, Chipotle.
Shoot. Was Chick-fil-A on there?
Chick-fil-A is on there.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Because it's a gray area. Because the chicken, it's still like fried in oil. Like, it's not like it's baked.
But if you get the grilled.
Which we don't.
But
if we did.
Yeah.
Tragic story.
Oh no.
Tragic.
Actually.
Did we were you there yet?
I don't know.
I don't think so. On New Year's, I think we told it to the group, but I don't know if you were there yet. We got Chick-fil-A the other day. Did I? No.
I don't think so.
I think it was on Saturday. All Adam had been craving was Chick-fil-A French fries, which they're not even that good. No. So we went. We got a 30-piece nugget to share.
Nice.
A large fry and a large mac and cheese.
Okay.
That was
their mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
So we get it. We go home. Now on the way there, we had made iced coffees, which usually if we're gonna take out an iced coffee, we'll do one of our Starbucks cups. But I don't know if we were feeling aesthetic, but Adam made them in my little glass ones with the glass straws.
Yeah.
With the bamboo lids. So we had 2 glass coffees like in the car. So we drove home and he grabbed both coffees and I was trying to get out to get the stuff from the back because Aldi is there. Mm-hmm. And so I handed him the bag of food and he was like, okay, whatever. And like he only had the bag from the top. Because he had the glasses, like...
Oh my... Did the bottom fall out?
So instead of waiting for his wife to come get the door for him, he was, like, trying to also get the door to the house open.
Yeah.
The bag ripped, and the food fell out. And all of the fries, all of them fell all over the garage
Definitely
floor.
Just hit that. Oops.
Fell all over the garage floor. Which luckily the chicken and the mac and cheese was fine because that was in containers.
But the thing that he really wanted.
The thing that he wanted, which I felt bad because I had like at least five fries on the way home, and they were good. They were so fresh. It was such good fries.
You didn't offer him a fry?
Well, I gave him like 2 or 3.
Okay, so he had at least 2 or 3 fries, but that's heartbreaking. That is sad.
He was mad. My husband was upset.
Well, potatoes are nothing to joke about.
They're not.
I mean, that's a serious thing.
Not, and they were fresh.
And,
it was quite a tragedy. So Chick-fil-A will remain on our list.
Okay, that's good.
Chick-fil-A is just too good.
Chick-fil-A is good. I mean, I will say, like, I don't understand necessarily the hype all the time, like how much hype it gets, but when it slaps, it slaps.
It's not. Yeah.
It kind of slaps.
Yeah.
But
it's good. And then I think we have Fusion, the sushi place on our list.
I like Fusion. I haven't had Fusion in forever. My school used to be like super obnoxious, and we would have Fusion Thursdays. So that's where I got Fusion most of the time. My high school, yeah, they would have on Thursday.
Did you go to?
No, this was at Tip.
Where'd you do nursing? Was that still at Tip?
So when I did nursing, like when I did like my
It was in high school, whatever those classes
I went
were.
to Miami Valley CTC.
It was CTC. Okay, yeah.
And they did not have Fusion Thursdays.
Right,
but
okay,
my actual high school had Fusion Thursdays.
That had to be so expensive.
It was wild to me. It was my first introduction to sushi.
I never had sushi till after high school. I was fully in college till I had sushi.
I probably would have been the same way if it wasn't for that. But yeah, I was like a weird thing I was like, wow, we really got to be flexing like that. We have Fusion come to our school. Like, they would come to our school.
That's so weird.
Mm-hmm.
I love that for you.
Yeah, it was something. It was definitely something.
Okay, so on our list, it's Chipotle, Tropical Smoothie, Bibimbap. Have you ever had Bibimbap?
I have, but not like, I've had it for carry-in for work. I've not been there.
Okay. It's good stuff. Starbucks, because...
It's Starbucks.
You got it.
Yeah,
and they have some healthy breakfast items.
Yeah. I like their little egg
bites?
Yeah, those are good. The ones with the mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, you love a mushroom.
And I always burn my mouth on them because I can never wait.
Yeah.
And then, I have a lovely piece of skin dangling from the roof of my mouth behind me all the time. And I'm like, all right, next time I need to wait. And then I still don't.
Yeah. He was impatient and took like a big bite out of, I don't remember what sandwich it was. And as soon as he did, because it was still so hot and greasy, grease just dribbled right down his shirt.
Oh.
Stained it.
That's grease is awful to get out.
Grease is the worst. I wish it didn't exist.
And it's
that's
like,
one thing. It's like, why? Why do you exist? Why do you ruin everything?
Literally. Except for bacon grease.
Well.
Bacon grease. And then cooking with it.
Sure.
I love cooking with some bacon grease. It makes everything better.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
It's not good for you, but it's so good.
It stains so easy.
I know. And I know, like, if I get food on me, it's always just ends up to be bacon grease. And I'm like, well, this is just, not bacon grease, but just grease in general. Yeah. And I'm like, well, this is ruined.
Yeah.
It's like always the first time wearing it. Inevitably it happens. Or body oils. Like, I had this one body oil that I liked.
Yeah.
But you can't put it on when you're wearing clothes because you will inevitably ruin whatever you're wearing.
Totally.
I'm like, well, this is stupid. Which is also why I don't understand massage oil. I'm like, that just shouldn't exist unless you're professional because they're the only ones that can manage it, I guess.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that gets everywhere.
It does.
It's just a terrible time. Terrible time.
Oils. Get them out of here.
Get them out.
Fusion, like I said, Chick-fil-A, and then Jimmy John's. Because sometimes...
Jimmy John's sometimes is really good.
Yeah. Like, and normally we get their Beach Club, which is like the turkey, avocado, and then normal, like, topping provolone and stuff like that. But the turkey and avocado are, like, the star.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, those are the approved fast food restaurants. And we're going to try, that's another, like, New Year's try.
I'm going to try to ward off Taco Bell. While it tastes fabulous, my stomach rejects it, especially with age.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Well, you also don't have a gallbladder.
I don't have that. And I also
had
IBS before I even had my gallbladder removed.
Exactly.
So, all around, not a great time for Michaela.
Not a great time.
Like, can't eat it in the car because of... It's already got to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's definitely not a road trip snack.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. Like we have so many gigs coming up for Turn to Stone.
Yeah.
And that's where it's gonna be like it's gonna be late. What's gonna be open?
Oh, that's true. You gotta try to find those 24-hour ones.
Yeah.
Well, Chick-fil-A probably done because if it's on like a weekend, and then inevitably you're gonna want it on a Sunday.
Of course.
Because that's I feel like the only time you really want it
is when you can't
have it. It's also the only time I ever want to go to Hobby Lobby for some reason.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, wow, look at that. It's Sunday. That's unfortunate.
Can't do that.
Can't do it. No.
Yeah, so we'll see. We're gonna try. It's just like Taco Bell would be better than like a McDonald's stop, I think. Just because there's more vegetables in Taco Bell. Technically.
Yeah, I guess.
But I don't know. Like even just as far as like what's healthy to get there. Because McDonald's
Veggie taco. I know.
Right. Well, like if you get the chicken instead of like the beef, I feel like that's a healthier option.
Yeah, I don't like I feel like their chicken's weird though.
Their chicken is weird. All of their food is weird.
It's all
it's all not real.
Yeah. Well, I think what disturbed me is when I like watched the assembly line once. They all all their stuff comes out of a caulk gun, and I'm like,
oh,
I don't like it. I don't like that that's happening.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, and if you watch an assembly line, you're like, I don't know.
See, yeah, I don't think I could do that.
But yeah. I like their nachos and cheese. That'll just always be something that is just fabulous to me. Their little nachos and cheese.
Yeah.
So classic.
You're just a cheese dip girly, though.
I just love cheese dip. Love cheese.
Love it.
Love it. Any kind of melty cheese.
Cheese is my favorite food. I did that on Instagram, one of those things. It's like, what's your favorite food? And I had to think about it for a minute. Because I used to always just say mac and cheese. Because that, as a meal, I love mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But I think overall, as a food,
just cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese, man.
Because it's so versatile. It's not favorite dish.
Right.
But it's favorite food.
Yeah.
Cheesecake. Can be sweet.
Yeah, cheese is unpopular opinion. I love Limburger cheese.
I don't know if I've actually ever had Limburger.
Have you ever smelled it?
I don't think so.
Okay, you wouldn't eat it.
I know.
Knowing in you, I don't think you would.
I like Gorgonzola, which is a stinky cheese.
I mean, Limburger cheese just literally, it smells like
stinky.
Very
ooey.
stinky. Very ooey, very stinky.
I'd be willing to try it. I love cheese.
I love it. I'd like to put it on potato chips. I think I'm the only one at my Kroger that buys it though.
They stock it just for you.
Well, I went through a phase where I would eat a block a week almost.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of cheese.
Well, the blocks are not that big.
Still.
It was okay, it's a lot of cheese. But either who, so
I mean, I eat cheese sticks.
The first week, I would go, and I was like, oh, they have it, because also a lot of places don't have it, because it's very unpopular, and I bought a block, and then I went back to buy another block, and there was only 3 blocks left. And then I went back to buy another block, and there's only 2 blocks left. And then I was like, is it me?
Is it me? Am I the problem?
Am I the only one? So, yeah. So I do have a Limburger cheese issue, but it's so good. But the funniest thing is Blake came home from work, and I had just got done eating some Limburger cheese with chips up in my office. And I asked him to take down the knife and stuff that I was using, and then he was standing there having a conversation with me, holding the knife, and then he just was and smelled himself, and I'm like, it's the knife, and then he smelled the knife, he was like, oh my gosh, and he was like, how do you eat that? I'm like, I think it's divine.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You gotta get over the smell sometimes, because it's the taste.
Oh, it stinks. Definitely stinks. But it's really good.
We also like, the pork rinds, but the special ones that
Cracklins.
Cracklins.
Put salt and vinegar on them.
You're just an interesting gal.
Sardines with mustard. Pretty much Blake has come to the theory, anything that smells disgusting, I like to eat it.
Yeah. Well, you don't like chocolate. She doesn't like chocolate. I know. You can cancel us now if you need
to. Unpopular opinion, I think chocolate's disgusting. I think it looks really great. I watched the opening of the original Willy Wonka, and that whole opening sequence of all the chocolate. I'm like, oh, that looks so good. I want some. But then I try it. I'm like, nope, still hate that. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like the taste of it.
Yeah.
There's some chocolate that I can eat, but I have to have a glass of milk.
Sure, because you like Oreos, don't you?
I like double stuffed.
Yeah.
I used to only, like, I would throw away the top of the cookie and only have the cream in the bottom. That was, like, the perfect amount of chocolate for me.
Gotcha.
But then my mom would yell at me for abusing her Oreos.
Yes.
So then I had to, like, learn to suck it up. So, like, I had it down to a science where you...
Suck up eating Oreos.
Yeah, so you, like, take a bite, but then, like, while you're mid-chew of it, you take some milk. So then it, like, dilutes it all.
Gotcha.
And it's, like, the perfect bite.
Such a process.
It is. And then, like, I like Reese's, but I don't like holiday Reese's. Like,
it's
the pumpkins.
mostly just peanut butter.
Yes. I don't like classic Reese's. There's too much chocolate. But, like, the Christmas trees or the pumpkins or the Easter eggs, sign me up. But I have to have milk.
Yeah,
still. But yeah, I like those. Or, like, the actual peanut butter M&Ms.
Yes.
Those are mainly peanut butter.
They are.
And
they're such an artificial peanut butter taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just a treat.
Yeah, and I prefer to have them with milk, but I can definitely eat them without milk.
Yeah.
That's, like, my one chocolate that I'm like, all right. And every once in a while, a Take 5.
Whoa.
A Take 5.
That's a lot of chocolate.
I know.
Caramel,
but
there's pretzel.
I think it's the pretzel.
It's probably the pretzel.
It's the pretzel. The pretzel. And then with milk.
I love that.
So those are, like, my chocolate exceptions.
Have you seen the trend, the ins and outs for 2024?
No.
It's all over TikTok right now. So I made up my own little ins, which, of course, in is body positivity. Even if you're trying to lose weight, trying to be on a little, health journey, you can still be body positive.
Yes. That is an in.
And out, overthinking.
That needs to be out. I just can't. Michaela's holding on to that.
Yeah, but
it's not even.
You gotta kick it out.
I don't want it. It's just a part of who I am.
So being mindful to try not to overthink.
Yeah.
That's
out for me, in addition to that, is people pleasing. That really got to go for me. Yeah. I can't.
Especially planning a wedding. Like, you don't need to be a people pleaser for that.
Yeah. There's some stuff I've done good about not being a people pleaser for. But
which is good.
Yeah. Guest list, though.
You gotta get that locked down.
I really do.
Your save the dates need to go out, like, what, next month? Is that, or end of this month? Is that what we said?
No, I think next. September. Oh, gosh. It is January already. I think next month.
I think by February 1st, you should have them out. Or mid-Feb.
Woof. All right.
Because July, June, May, April, March. Okay, so 6 months is March.
Okay.
So February. End of February, you should have your save the dates out.
Yeah.
Because it's like 3 months, and then 3 months from them is your invitations. 3 months till the wedding. Oh my gosh. But you can always send a save the date out sooner.
So, like, in February, I'm going to be 6 months out?
March is your 6 month out.
Oh my gosh, it's really...
March 14th is your
really approaching upon us.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a lot of wedding. That's going to be a reoccurring topic for
probably.
The pod, is wedding
Probably
talk.
So, yeah.
Because there's a lot to do.
Lots to do.
Lots to do.
And I've had 2 years and done none of it.
You've done some of it.
I've done some of it.
You have your dress, you have your venue, your food.
Yeah.
Food, alcohol.
Yeah.
Really.
And I have like
a cake person,
the linens and all that. I know who's doing my cake. I know who's doing my flowers. I know who's doing my photography. I know who's doing my DJ.
Yeah.
Is all this stuff picked out and done? No.
You gotta sign the contracts, get it locked in place.
All the contracts that need signed, I've signed.
Okay.
I just haven't paid everything in full.
Well, that's fine. I mean, there are payment plans most of the wedding.
Yeah.
Stuff is like that.
Yeah.
So you got a lot done then.
Yeah, everything that needs contracted is contracted.
Well, you've done plenty in, like, leading up. Then.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Now it's just the fine details.
It's the fine details, and it's inviting people.
Yeah.
And, like, our guest list, a guest list are difficult.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who's really important?
To be there, though?
That too. But then also it's like, well, then if I invite them, I mean, I'm not really close with them, but then if I invite them, I have to invite them. Like, you know what I mean?
You don't have to.
You don't have to, but, like, you feel like you do.
Yeah. That's one thing, looking back at our wedding, like, there were a lot of people on my side that I could have invited and I didn't. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't think they would have come, or, like, my parents' friends. Like, my parents, the only friends was like your parents and like your family, and then like the Postons who did the wine.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like really everyone else was family.
My mom
And the Gassons, I suppose.
love my mom dearly. I'm like making my guest list, and I think I'm only inviting. I think I'm inviting like 175 in hopes that 150 show up.
Yeah, because isn't your limit like 150?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's my max, but I don't expect 25 people. Surely will not go.
We had so many people.
Yeah. So, but then I was like, okay, I'm already like I'm pushing my limit, Mom. Yeah. So you can have 10 people is like who I gave you to invite, which I thought was nice.
Yeah.
She sent me back like a list of 30, and I'm like, so who can we come? And a lot of them I don't really know.
So like, then they shouldn't be there.
But then she's like, well, but so and so, they've done this and they've done that and they.
No, this is where you get to put your foot down and be like, sorry. Because
Yeah.
I mean, my parents, they did. There was a couple people like Dad's coworkers that I was like, oh, they should be there. They've known you since you were little. I'm like, I don't know them now. I don't care.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, and then like there's like some people where like she'll be like it'll be like a group of people that like always like hangs out, and then she's like, well, I want to invite this group, and I'm like, well, I'm cool with inviting so and so, and she's like, well, you can't just invite so and so and not invite the whole group, and I'm like,
yes, I can.
I feel like I should, but
honestly,
I don't know. We'll see who wins that one. I don't think I will, but
it's your wedding though. I'll stand against Elizabeth. I'll do what needs done.
Yeah,
Lizzie.
Yeah.
Lizzie's here.
We'll find out. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I know. And then like, just the Bachelorette and everything. It's gonna be a lot.
Yeah. Which no texts have happened for that yet. I'm not gonna lie.
That's all right.
It's gonna though.
It's gonna be.
I need to text Mackenzie.
It's probably gonna be a mild one anyway. Like we're not gonna be able to do. I don't know what I'm even gonna be able to do.
Right.
So it's like.
Well, I mean, and like what we had talked about, like I think even just getting a place, getting Airbnb, and having enough games and fun.
Right. Yeah.
There.
That sounds like
is like what you want. Like we'll still be able to. You'll still be able to drink. Like we'll still be able to have a good time.
Right.
It's just not gonna be like. I don't know, parachuting.
Yeah.
Something,
Which we probably wouldn't have done either way.
Yeah, but, skydiving, I don't know.
Let's do
crazy
cliff diving.
Yeah. Cliff jumping and
all the fun stuff.
That
we do on a daily.
Oh, I was just, last weekend.
Yeah. I'm horrified of heights.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
I've jumped off one, like, a high rock one time into a lake. And I landed like this, and that was just a mistake because it like hurt the underside of my arms so bad because it's like you belly flop.
Yeah,
like, you definitely have to pencil it, which I did not, and so I had never done that again. And it wasn't even that high of a rock, but it was high enough to where it did not feel great. I
don't think I've ever really dived off of anything ever.
I can't dive. I have a fear of diving.
Jumped into water, any of it.
That's fair.
I'll step into water.
Okay. I don't like to so much now, but as a kid, I like to jump into water.
Yeah.
But I literally, no matter how many times I've tried to learn how to dive, I cannot dive.
Well, that's not for everybody.
It's like, it's scary to me to go head first into anything.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
I still don't understand how, like, diving boards and, like, household pools are okay. Because they're not deep enough.
I mean, yeah. They're really not. I mean, they're definitely not, like, 12 foot, but most of them are, like, most of them that have diving boards, like legit ones, are usually like 8 feet.
Yeah.
But
definitely
some people like will have a diving board where there definitely should not be one.
Well, like our friend's mom who has the pool, like Adam has jumped off that diving board and his butt has hit the bottom, like because he jumped and then like But like if he tried to dive head first, he would crack his head.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean he's tall, but. It's part of the problem.
Well, and then you have, like, the people who, like, learn how to dive outwards instead of down. So, like, that's, like, the big thing. Like, if you know how to dive outwards, I mean, usually, like, if you just have, like, 5 foot of water and you know how to dive outwards, it's usually okay. But that's why, like, everyone's like, no diving because of you get in trouble when you dive straight first. Blake, they know someone who dove, hit their head, broke their neck, and now they're paralyzed. Like, I'm like, and yet they both still dive. in 5 feet of water. And I'm like,
no, sir.
have we learned nothing?
Seriously.
I'm like, I feel like if you know someone directly who that has happened to, I feel like that would be like scarring enough that you'd be like, all right, I won't dive. But nope, not the case.
Yeah, that's a big yikes.
Big yikes for sure. All right, well then how do we wrap this up, Jenna?
Well, we say thank you for watching if you are still here. And
or if you ever even started, that's great.
Yeah, honestly, if you clicked away and you're still hearing this somehow,
that's fair.
You might still have YouTube open, but check your phone. Is your refrigerator running?
Maybe you fell asleep and it's still running.
Honestly, I would be honored if you turned this on to fall asleep too. Truly.
Honestly,
bottom of my heart.
I listen to murder documentaries to fall asleep too.
Well, that's fun. I listen to The Office.
Oh, that's nice.
You know.
Yeah, that's
normal.
Sounds more sane. You know what?
A lot more weird things into my brain.
A lot more people fall asleep listening to murder podcasts than you would think.
I believe that, and that's why there's crazy people out there.
I'm not crazy. Maybe I am. A little crazy.
We'll see you next time on the Goofy Gals Chat. Oh my gosh, that was so much.